The air was thick with malevolent energy as I stood at the edge of the cliff. The waves crashing against the rocks below. Before me stood my arch-nemesis, the dark sorceress Lyra, her eyes blazing with an otherworldly power. We were on the secluded island of Zanthora, a place rumored to be cursed, where the very fabric of reality was twisted and distorted. I had come here seeking refuge, hoping to escape the darkness that had haunted me for so long. But Lyra had followed, driven by a hunger for power and a thirst for revenge. "You're a fool, Kael," Lyra spat, her voice like venom. "You think you can hide from me? From the world? You're a sorcerer, cursed with the power of the ancients. You'll never be free." I stood tall, my eyes locked on hers. My heart pounding in my chest. I knew that Lyra was right. That I was cursed. That my power was a double-edged sword that could bring me great triumph or terrible destruction. But I also knew that I had to protect the one person I loved. My sister Arya, who was trapped in the heart of the island, held captive by Lyra's dark magic. I raised my hands, and a blast of energy shot out, striking Lyra with the force of a hurricane. But she was not easily defeated, and she countered with a wave of her own, sending me stumbling back. I regained my footing, my eyes blazing with determination. I would not be defeated, not while Arya's life hung in the balance. I summoned all my strength, calling upon the ancient powers that coursed through my veins. The air around me began to distort, reality bending to my will. Lyra laughed, a cold, mirthless sound. "You're no match for me, Kael," she sneered. "I have the power of the island at my command. You're just a relic of a bygone era, a foolish mortal playing at being a god." I gritted my teeth, my anger and fear boiling over. I knew that Lyra was right, that I was no match for her power. But I also knew that I had to try. For Arya's sake. The battle raged on, the two of us exchanging blows, our magic clashing in a spectacular display of light and sound. I was tiring, my strength waning, but I refused to give up. I thought of Arya, of her bright smile and her infectious laughter. I thought of the life we had shared, the memories we had made, and I knew that I would do anything to save her, even if it meant sacrificing myself. As the fight wore on, I began to feel a strange sensation. A creeping sense of darkness that spread through my veins like a stain. It was the curse, awakening, responding to my desperation and my fear. I felt my power growing, expanding, becoming more potent and more deadly. But I also felt myself losing control, my grip on reality slipping. And then, in a flash of insight, I saw the truth. I saw that my ambition, my desire for power, had been my downfall all along. I had been so focused on becoming a great sorcerer, on mastering the ancient arts, that I had forgotten what truly mattered. I had forgotten Arya, and the love we shared. I had forgotten myself. In that moment, I made a decision. I would not use the curse to defeat Lyra, no matter how tempting it might be. I would not succumb to its power, no matter how seductive it might seem. I would find another way. A way that did not involve sacrificing my soul. With a newfound sense of clarity, I reached out with my mind, calling upon the ancient powers in a different way. I felt a surge of energy, a flow of magic that was pure and clean, untainted by the curse. And with that energy, I struck Lyra with a blast of light. A blast that shattered her defenses and sent her stumbling back. As Lyra fell, I rushed to Arya's side, freeing her from the dark magic that had held her captive. We stood together, hand in hand, our eyes locked on the horizon. We knew that we would never be able to return to the world beyond the island. That we would have to start anew. But we also knew that we had each other. And that was all that truly mattered. In that moment, I finally understood the true nature of the curse. It was not a curse at all, but a gift. A reminder of the power that lay within me. And I knew that I would never again be tempted by its darkness. For I had found the light within myself.